Some foods conceal dangers that will make you rethink every bite. What if your favorite snacks aren't as harmless as they seem? From fish that can stop your breathing, to fruits that induce seizures, to cheeses writhing with maggots, these dishes turn your dinner table into a minefield. This isn't just food, it's nature's deadliest menu. These are the 15 most toxic foods in the world. Number 15, vanilla ice cream with a hint of beaver butt. This one might ruin your Sunday dreams. Ice cream is everybody's go-to comfort food. Whether it's topped with sprinkles, drowned in hot fudge, or eaten straight from the tub at midnight, it's always a vibe. But if you're a vanilla purist, there's a not-so-sweet detail you might want to know. That creamy vanilla scoop may have a dirty little secret, and it's not sugar overload. It's beaver butt, specifically castoreum, a substance used to flavor some vanilla products. Sounds fancy. Well, it's not. It's extracted from glands near a beaver's tail. Apparently, those glands pack a vanilla-esque punch. Not all vanilla uses castoreum, but it's been found in a surprising number of foods, ice cream, baked goods, and perfumes. Back in the day, castoreum was so sought after, beavers were nearly hunted into oblivion. So yeah, your ice cream cravings almost caused a rodent apocalypse. These days, synthetic vanilla is used, but some brands opt for the natural one. Number 14, mad honey. Sweet, sticky, and completely unhinged. You thought honey was nature's gentle golden nectar? Not this one. This is honey's chaotic evil twin. Usually, honey gets top marks. It's natural, made by hard-working bees, and pairs great with tea or toast. But not all honey plays nice. It is called mad honey. Sounds like something your cousin would sell at a sketchy farmer's market, but nope, it's legit, and it's wild. In certain parts of the world, especially near the Black Sea, bees feast on rhododendron flowers, which carry a toxin called toxin. That stuff gets into the honey and turns your breakfast into a chemical roller coaster. The effects? Dizziness, drooling, sweating, nausea, vomiting, and hallucinations. Some people end up in full-on panic mode. It's called mad honey poisoning, and it's dramatic enough that even the World Health Organization had to issue warnings. So next time you spot honey labeled wild, don't just drizzle it like it's Winnie the Pooh safe. Stick to the local stuff, the kind that doesn't trip your nervous system. Number 13, McNuggets. Let's be honest. McDonald's has never exactly been transparent about what's in its food. And if their infamous broken ice cream machines aren't enough to raise eyebrows, the McNuggets might just do it. Because those golden little bites are barely half chicken. The other half is a weird cocktail of chemicals you probably can't pronounce. One of them is dimethylpolysilicoxane, an anti-foaming agent also found in breast implants and, oddly enough, silly putty. It's tossed in to keep the nuggets from bubbling up in hot oil. And while the FDA claims it's safe, knowing your snack shares ingredients with rubber toys doesn't exactly boost the appetite. McDonald's never denied it. They just rolled with the fine print. So next time you dip a nugget in sauce, know that you're not just munching on chicken. It's part meat, part science experiment, deep fried into something most people can't resist. It's convenient, sure. But maybe ask yourself what's really in that crunch. Number 12, chicken and eggs. Well, now let's talk about what's really behind your favorite breakfast staples. Chicken and eggs. You've probably had both this week without thinking twice. Maybe it was crispy wings from your go-to spot, or a scrambled egg sandwich you whipped up half asleep. But behind those golden nuggets and sunny side-ups is a reality that feels more horror film than farm to table. Industrial chicken farming often runs on overcrowded pens, zero sunlight, and birds shoved so tightly together they can't even lift a wing. Animal welfare watchdogs have documented beatings, mutilation, and full-scale culling operations. And once hens stop producing, many are discarded like spoiled goods. Meat chickens? Well, they're bred for unnatural growth speeds, often so fast their legs can't hold them. The industry keeps quiet, but the conditions are far from clean. It's not just eggs on toast. It's the cost of efficiency at the expense of the animal. So next time you're eyeing that combo meal, remember, the cruelty is already baked in. Number 11. Fish bladder beer. This next twist might make you eye your pint glass differently. Beer, celebrated everywhere from rowdy Oktoberfests to chill backyard BBQs, is supposed to be pure, crisp, and refreshing. But behind that frothy pour is a surprise ingredient: dried fish bladders. It's called isinglass, and it's made from the swim bladders of fish like sturgeon. Brewers have used it since the 19th century to clarify beer, basically, to filter out the floating gunk. It doesn't stay in the final product, but it's still part of the process. And for vegetarians, vegans, or anyone not into fish guts, that's a deal breaker. Now, what's even more annoying is that some beer lovers argue it dulls the flavor. You get a prettier pour, sure, but maybe at the cost of taste. Some breweries are moving to plant-based alternatives, but not all have made the switch. So that clean, golden pint might owe its shine to something that once swam upstream. All right, guys, now let's head over to number 10, goat cheese. The goat cheese gut punch where flavor meets farm anatomy. Time to reconsider your luxury cheese board because this one takes farm to table too literally. Goat cheese, tangy, creamy, and perched on crackers at every overpriced brunch in town. You've likely tried it, nodded in approval, and thought, earthy. Well, maybe a little too earthy. Back in the day, before stores and packaging, cheese making got real inventive. And that creativity? It started with the goat's stomach, not just the milk, the actual stomach lining. Early cheesemakers stored milk inside goat stomachs to ferment it. Picture a squishy medieval milk pouch. The natural enzymes in the lining would curdle the milk over time, turning it into cheese. Gross? Kind of. Effective? Weirdly, yes. And goats weren't alone. Cows, sheep, and other livestock got in on the digestive dairy game too. So next time someone offers you organic goat cheese, feel free to casually mention that it once sloshed around in a goat's belly. Gourmet meets goat guts. Bon appetit. Number 9. Gelatin. This jiggly base of Jell-O, gummy candies, marshmallows, and even some beauty products isn't as innocent as it looks. You won't see it spelled out on the label, but what you're really eating is boiled animal remains. Gelatin is made by simmering animal parts, mostly skin, bones, and connective tissue from cows and pigs, until they break down into collagen, which is then processed into a powder. That powder makes your desserts wobble and your makeup smooth. It's also used in wine clarification and pill capsules. Most people have no idea they're eating or wearing remnants of livestock. There's nothing unsafe about it, but it's far from vegetarian, and it definitely isn't as clean as brands suggest. That Jell-O cup, that gummy bear, that glossy lipstick, all made possible by parts most folks would rather not think about. Gelatin's everywhere, hidden in plain sight. Not magic or mystery, just boiled barnyard made beautiful. Still craving that jiggle? Number 8. Bugs in your drink. This one might make you pause before sipping your next latte. Not all those bold reds and pinks in food come from fruit or lab dyes. Some come from actual bugs. Yep, real insects. One of the most famous is called carmine, made by crushing tiny female cochineal bugs. They're dried, ground, and turned into a deep red pigment used in a lot of food and drinks. Yes, even at major chains like Starbucks. That bright hue in your favorite drink or dessert might be courtesy of squashed bugs. The practice dates back to the Aztecs, who prized the pigment for its longevity. Europeans adopted it, and centuries later, it's still turning up in unexpected places. But not everyone's thrilled. Some people have allergic reactions, while others just don't want insect extract in their drinks. After enough customer backlash, big chains started phasing it out. Still, anytime you see a shockingly red or pink treat, you might be sipping on a little secret protein. Number 7. Tuna with a side of mercury. Things are about to get fishy, and not in the sushi way. Tuna. It's the go-to pick for salad fans, gym bros, and everyone in between. It's fast, lean, and feels like a healthy choice. But your tuna sandwich might be packing a little more than protein. Meet mercury, the heavy metal that scrambles your nervous system like a bad connection. And tuna? It's been soaking it up for years. But mercury isn't flying solo. Arsenic, lead, cadmium. Some tuna samples are practically the heavy metal mixtape of the ocean. Because tuna are top-tier predators, they feast on smaller, already contaminated fish. It's a toxin buffet, and by the time they hit your plate, the levels are sky-high. One study tested 15 tuna brands, all of them flagged for mercury levels that could mess you up. This isn't just a local issue, it's global. So while tuna might be your fast lunch favorite, it may also come with a side of neurotoxicity. That's not protein, it's a health gamble. Number 6. Meat. There is carbon monoxide in your meat. The same silent gas that can kill you if inhaled in your garage is also used to keep grocery store meat looking fresh. That vibrant red color you see in plastic-wrapped steaks and burger patties? It's not always a sign of freshness, it's chemistry. By pumping packages with carbon monoxide, meat stays red longer, even if it's well past its prime. Some packages stay bright for weeks. It's a visual trick that benefits retailers more than buyers. The meat may look good, but you could be picking up something that should have been tossed. Sure, the industry says the gas is safe in low quantities, and laws are in place. But knowing your dinner was dressed up with a gas used in poison warnings isn't exactly comforting. It's a horror. Number 5. Jelly beans. Jelly beans. Bright, shiny, bite-sized sugar bombs that look too perfect to question. But that candy shop gloss isn't from some magical sugar coating. It's bug juice, specifically shellac. This glossy finish is made from the excretions of female lac bugs, harvested mostly in India and Thailand. The bugs secrete a resin onto tree bark, which gets scraped off, processed, and turned into food-grade shellac. It's mixed with alcohol and sprayed over candies to give them that glassy sheen. It's also used in pills, fruits, and even furniture polish. So yeah, you might be eating the same coating as your grandma's antique dresser. It doesn't hurt you, but most people don't realize where that shine comes from. And when they do, well, let's just say it changes the vibe. Some candy brands have switched to synthetic or plant-based options, but plenty still use the bug-based version. That glossy coat? It's not just sugar and dye, it's a bug's parting gift. Number 4. MSG. Let's decode this one. Hydrolyzed soy protein sounds fancy, right? It's not. It's just a sneaky route for slipping MSG into your food. Hydrolyzed soy protein is made by breaking down soy using intense chemical processing. That breakdown makes glutamates, the same compounds that give MSG its flavor-boosting punch. And companies love it. You'll find this stuff in snack foods, canned soups, instant noodles, frozen meals, basically anything that wants to taste better than it should. But here's the catch. When MSG hides inside hydrolyzed ingredients, companies don't always have to label it clearly. That's how it flies under the radar. Some people shrug it off, but others report headaches, allergic reactions, or brain fog after eating MSG-heavy foods. The science is mixed, but the complaints haven't stopped. And since labeling loopholes still exist, you might be eating it without even knowing. So next time something tastes too good, check that label. Number 3. Collar in your snacks. You wouldn't expect road sealant to end up in your cheese puffs, but welcome to the world of tartrazine. It's an artificial yellow dye used in sodas, chips, candy, and more. That bright, glowing yellow-orange color that jumps off the shelf? That's tartrazine at work. But here's the part that hits differently. Tartrazine is a synthetic compound derived from coal tar. Yep, the same industrial waste used in pavement and wood treatment. It doesn't just look unnatural, it acts that way too. Studies have linked it to hyperactivity in children, which is why the European Union requires warning labels on products that contain it. In the US, though, the FDA says nothing. No labels, no alerts, just snack away. Tartrazine's also been associated with asthma, migraines, and even cancer in certain studies. So the next time you're reaching for that bright orange chip bag or fizzy yellow soda, remember, it's not just flavor that's intense, it's the chemicals making it glow. Number 2, fishy business. Seafood dinners come with their own slippery secrets. Let's talk about sodium triphosphate, a chemical bath many fish take before reaching your plate. It's not sprinkled on like seasoning. Fish are fully soaked in it to look firmer, glossier, and fresher on the shelf. It's basically a beauty spa treatment for dead fish. But here's the trade-off. Too much of this soak, and the fish turns into a watery sponge, plumped up and way too soft. Even worse, sodium triphosphate is a potential neurotoxin. In high enough amounts, it's been linked to nervous system issues, and yet it's still widely used in seafood processing. Want to avoid it? Ask if your scallops are dry, the industry code for untreated. If they're wet, they've likely been swimming in this chemical cocktail. That buttery-looking fillet might be dressed up with more than just lemon and herbs. Number 1, apple or poison. This fruit-fueled scandal might just ruin juice breaks forever. Juice is supposed to be the sweet, refreshing escape between all the boring sips, like milk or water. It's fruity, cheerful, and most people think it's healthy. But hiding in one of the most iconic juices of all time is something sinister. And no, it's not a vitamin. We're talking about apple juice. The lunchbox MVP, the golden drink of childhood, the after-school favorite. Turns out it's been moonlighting as a low-grade poison. Apple juice has tested positive for arsenic, and not the soft kind. We're talking inorganic arsenic, the cancer-linked kind. Suddenly, that juice box doesn't go down so smoothly. This all hit the radar when Dr. Oz sounded the alarm. And while he's not known for precision, even broken clocks strike twice. Over 60% of US apple juice comes from China, where pesticide rules are flexible. Their apples get blasted with chemicals banned here, and guess where the arsenic ends up? Right in your cup. If you've enjoyed watching this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you soon.